Hello and welcome to Red Devil's Advocate. We are back once again. It's been a while. We had some technical difficulties, and then we had an amazing pod about the European Super League, but it cancelled the day before we were about to put it out. So no point putting that out because you don't want to hear about that anyway, because none of you are actually educated people and you don't like it. So that's how that works.
I've made a huge mistake.
Shake my head. Hello, guys. I'm Tyra.
Yep. And my point is backed up because we're going to jump a little bit ahead, and we're about to have a great United Liverpool match on the weekend. And instead, you uneducated people decide to storm Old Trafford like the melons you are.
Yeah? I can't even stop him because that's how half of the media are saying right now, bruv. Undirected hate. How can you sit down as a media and say the hate is like misdirected? Who else is there to blame for this whole scenario? Like what? Is there another? Maybe the aliens. Maybe they've seen aliens. You know?
Oh God!
Just
saying.
Saying. No. If the media is on it again, I will bring it up again. You know, because we all know who we should be angry at, but the media looks like they're looking at different sources. Like, oh, they shouldn't be angry at the Glazers. They had nothing to do with it. You know, that's half of the media right now, basically saying, "Oh, the Glazers did nothing wrong." You know.
Well, regardless of the Glazers and the aliens, a certain Mr. Woodward has left because of the shenanigans that happened. Yep. There are rumours that Fred is taking his position.
Wait, who's taking his position? Who's taking his position?
You said Fred, I'm done.
You thought you could slip that
Get out here, man. Get out. You said Fred.
What?
Said Fred. What you mean, fam? I don't like that.
It's unreliable sources, but there was rumours that Fred was looking to take position. So was Harry Maguire. And
I believe that.
I mean, what better leadership
Why
can
not?
you want?
Why not?
So let's get into things properly. The last match was Leicester. No, not Leicester. Leeds. 0-0 against Leeds.
Part the
What can we
bus
say about that?
SC. Part the bus SC for Leeds. They had every man behind the ball. They didn't want to lose that game because if they knew they gave us space, it was going to repeat. They were going to hold a 6-0 straight, bro. That's all you have to say about that. How can you park everyone behind the ball like that for the whole game? No.
I mean, you know, we smack Team 6-2 a lot, so I can understand why Bielsa is kind of afraid of Oli. You know, we do slap these teams about. Like when you get slapped 6-2,
you kind of can't do that again.
It changes you. Yeah. It changes you. It's like getting hit in the head with a steel chair. Like it changes you a little bit.
He didn't want that experience, man.
Yeah, my man was very tepid.
He didn't want it. He did not want the next spark again. He didn't want the double spark. They didn't want it, man. It's like no one knows good for them. Don't worry, man. Brexit football, man.
Brexit football.
What was I even going to say? It was Brexit means Brexit football. Like there was no us getting through that defense was just like impossible. It was a very frustrating game to watch. Even a cheeky 1-0 would have been nice, but yeah, we couldn't do it against Leeds. But yeah, I guess they were scared we'd open the floodgates and it'd be another all over again. Yeah, I've got nothing much to say on the game. It was just really frustrating and boring to watch.
That's fair. Yeah. Apparently, that draw means City are 2 wins away from just winning. So,
yeah. I think the way that it's sitting now, they need to lose like 5 games.
Yeah, they need to.
And we'd need to win all of our games to actually get the league. So it's not going to happen this year.
It's not going to happen. No. The team's too solid.
But lest we forget, January 1st, 2021, we were top of the league and we all had dreams and were excited. Yeah.
Put that picture of Squidward by a grave saying, "Here lies my hopes and dreams." January 2021. It was short-lived. But hey, I don't know. I think going forward, we'll give them a good role for their money next season, providing we have a nice. We have a fruitful summer, let's say, but I don't know what's going to happen now.
Because certain people are saying that we get rid of Pogba for Grealish. So
no,
Oh,
can we get into that now,
what
Sean?
glue are these people huffing?
I don't know where you can get that sense of
The
thinking
finest
Pogba
white
and him
powder
on the
there.
same level. I don't. How can you sit there as a football guy and say that's okay?
Tyrone, here is why, all right? Regardless of what commentator it is, regardless of their skin color, every one of them has got a brown nose from kissing those owners' asses week in, week out. Yeah, just being nothing but yes men. Yeah, saying, oh yeah, this is what the fans want to hear. Nah, I'm tired of it. I'm absolutely tired of it.
How can you say that after seeing Pogba's latest games, bro? How can you sit there and say?
How can you say that? Man
after giving Roma a pamming.
Man is fasting and he is putting out a 15 out of 10 performance. You can't that is alien-like behaviour. You cannot explain this shit scientifically. They had him like do a doping test after the game because they were like, "There's no way this guy can be playing so well on like an empty, having not eaten anything."
How can you say?
No, how can anyone say that? They're sniffing the finest of white powders, the finest.
Yep.
Stupid.
I can't believe you can say that, man.
The agenda is getting done now.
I could not believe my ears, and especially like obviously who it was is he's a character who says things for the shock value, but like I always took him to be somewhat of a sensible man. So when he said that, I was very shocked. And as Amrit said, I think he started sniffing lines, and like you could still see the lines on the table. It's a bit worrying. And you had that idiot Jamie Carragher agreeing with him. No one cares what he has to say anyway.
Josh, you know what? Yeah.
No, when he co-signs your opinion, you need to.
Even Roy Keane would say something like that, bro. And sometimes he says some deep stuff, man. Well, you always said that Pogba hasn't showed nothing since he's come, but I'm just sitting there saying Grealish, bro. What has he done this season?
Nothing.
Please. I wouldn't rather him say, "Oh, maybe they get Jesse Lingard back for West Ham." I would have allowed him. I would have allowed him a little bit. Even a little bit, bro. I would have allowed him just to the fact the man can come back. Just a little bit of salt, But how can you sit there and say Grealish over Pogba? It's like saying I'd rather have Michael.
But you're here saying Lingard over Pogba.
I'm just saying I would rather him say that stupid stuff than saying that.
I would rather these people stay out of grown people's business. Mind their business.
Even a little kid would know. No, I would.
Yeah, legit.
You don't need to be an expert to see how stupid that line was, man. Grealish. The man can't even play for England, bruv. He's struggling to get into the first team, and you want to say Pogba? He's where the fuck? He can't even break into the English team. Yeah, man's a second choice, and you want to say a World Cup winner, first team class over my G. That just showed a little bit of flair because he's playing for a team where everyone around him is dead. Nah, allow it, bro. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that talk out here.
So, like, I could understand if I'm imagining Roy Keane's argument or his thinking is Pogba hasn't done anything. He hasn't won us any trophies, even though he won us the Europa League his first season. But then to go to Grealish, he literally has won fuck all. The only achievement he's done is keep his bummy team up for one season. I know, right? Like, it's not making sense. Like, at least if you were to go out and talk about who's a great winger. Well, let's not talk about Sancho because he's apparently coming. But like, there's some really good wingers out there that I could understand, or some centre midfielders. You can talk about swapping Pogba. We've had a joke about it, but Pogba for Ronaldo is something that kind of makes sense. Like, like Pogba for Grealish is a massive step down. It's like going from Rashford to Pepe. It doesn't make sense.
Rashford to Pepe.
I'm having it.
All I'm
just saying, I even feel like if Ronaldo came, I feel like Pogba will be like, man, do I really want to leave United, bro? If Ronaldo's gonna come,
It's just like these guys are like reading the timeline and not watching these games. Like, have they not been watching how well Pogba's been playing these last few games? Like, I don't understand. How are they not seeing these performances and still saying shit about like the anti-Pogba agenda is just like done out here. Like, he has proved that in his recent performances.
Here's the thing. I am, hand on heart, the president of the anti-Pogba agenda, right? But at the same time, while he's playing well, just let him be in it. Like, if the man goes, he's been wanting to go for years. Just let him go. But if he's playing well, just leave him alone. Let him do what he needs to do.
He's a target for people now. It's just like
he's always been one, hasn't he?
He's always been one. He's one of those players he's always gonna get some sort of shade, just because he's a person to live up to more. Don't get me wrong, the guy's legit started. He's finally gotten what he wanted. A forward position where he can do what he wants with Bruno, man. That's all he was begging for this season. Only took a while to allow him, because, he kind of gave Daniel James too much, hope. just saying. He could have played Pogba a time ago. He was just delaying it. You see, now look, I hope next season he knows better. But then again,
Pogba has gone from having COVID and recovering from COVID to going to being being in the form that he is. So I think give him kudos and full respect for that and for recovering. And he's had obviously a plague of like injuries and stuff, which that is just part of the game. But he's made a tremendous comeback this end of the season, and I hope he carries on. I hope the way the rumours are buzzing is that he will stay, but hopefully if we secure that Europa trophy, that will be like pen on paper straight away.
Yeah, man. Cavani and him. Oh, I like that deal, man.
Him and Bruno have just been a fantastic partnership, and now it's just connecting, it's linking. They're working together really well in midfield. I think we just need slight tweaks in the midfield depth of the squad, and then we're there. And our defense is.
Well, poor Pogba. Every time he tries to tackle someone, it was the refs!
Honestly, let's get into this. The Roma match.
Okay, was it home or away?
It was home. It was at Old Trafford.
It was OT.
Yeah. We went in there a bit less than optimistic.
We were nervous.
No, as Ollie said, he hasn't seen them play before.
We thought we can do it. But we weren't expecting that. That was me reaching for the stars, being like, "Come on, guys, we're gonna pepper them." You guys saying no, and then we actually peppered them.
Hey, man. Hey.
I mean, after the first half, it was a bit. I mean, it wasn't an awful first half. It was just a bit like, right, guys, we need to. Second half FC needs to come alive, like ASAP now.
I do
the way Cavani missed that sitter at the end of the first half.
Yeah,
leave him alone, man.
That was a sitter.
Leave him alone. He redeemed himself.
You got to pull him up on those kind of things.
He redeemed himself.
Yeah, he still made the mistake.
Certain man would have missed that shot and not scored the whole game. I'm not saying names. We will know who he is, who they are.
Yeah. Will the real number 9 please stand up?
See what I mean? Yeah. Like, you can gun him for that, but I won't touch Cavani because he made sure the second half there weren't no games, bro.
And he has signed another contract to stay with us.
Okay. You see what I mean?
We can't say anything about him. The same way I forgot to say is we can't say anything about our leader of leaders because he led. I can't even believe we have to say this. He led the charge.
See, here's the thing. We can say something because of him. Yeah, because of that big square head, I couldn't put out the bloody pod last week because they completely ripped everything away from us. We're here being like, you know what, this is going to be a good movement. We're here like, you know what, it's not exactly what we wanted, but we support them. Yeah, it's going to be new things. It's growing football, and then fucking Blockhead over here is like, no, I don't like it. My head's not going to fit in the changing room anymore. Fucking swat, mate.
He stepped up and said, "Nah, Gene, we don't do that here. we don't do Super League here." But can we just bring up the fact that Smalling wanted to cry in that interview?
I mean, he should.
He got peppered. His defense got peppered so hard. He looked like he wanted to cry in that interview, man. I could
To be
see
fair,
him holding back the tears. It
They
was
were playing
rough.
3 at the back.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
Who told
had
them
no
to do that?
defenders.
Who
didn't
told
have
them to
the
do that?
players. They had injuries. They had
Yeah,
all
that
the
would
injuries.
make-
They
Honestly,
could only field 3 defenders.
Honestly, that is life. Okay, they should have put more investment in their team. Yeah, they're in competitions.
Okay, that's like saying when Bailly gets injured, oh, we should have put more investment in the team.
Oh, okay, but
we
then
got people
again,
to back him up, though.
we have people to
Yeah, like
back it.
Harry Maguire.
Hey, we
Better
have
than-
players, yeah. And unfortunately, yes, injuries happen. They had to do changes. But as you said, Sean, the people on the bench should be as good enough. So when they come on the pitch, it shouldn't be a lower stand. Yeah, the keeper was slacking, but any keeper could have saved
the
the
keeper
shot.
got injured. The keeper got
Yeah.
taken
Yeah,
off.
I know.
for
But when
minutes.
the other keeper came on, they tried to roast him. I was like, no,
The man's
keeper.
37 years old. He
I
shouldn't
know.
have been there.
I know, man. But look, that's unfortunate. Look, for us, yeah. Look, yeah. Look at our keepers, yeah. We have De Gea, Henderson, and Romero. It sucks to be them, innit? They should have invested in the keeper squad now. You know? Look, we have a number 1 here. We have a number 1 here, and we have a number 2. We allow him. He went to the World Cup final back in the day, so he has a veteran standard. So we're not gonna cuss him that much, but he's still good. He's still better than most keepers in the Prem. All our keepers are. Imagine. What other team can say their backup keeper is better than anyone? You know, Henderson's better than Pickford and all those other side keepers. Come on now.
Side keepers.
You know, Romero's better than most of those men when he's on form.
So let's talk about how Oli allegedly disrespected Roma by saying that he wasn't entirely sure who they were.
Yes, I respect.
Apparently that got lost in translation.
Damn right.
But did it?
Yes.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had wanted posters outside their bloody stadium.
Well, like how can you do that and then lose 6-2? Like,
Small club problem.
how do you do that? How do you call out Oli for not showing you respect? Then he comes on, says, right, I haven't watched you, man, them. I don't know who you are. Sees the first half and be like, you know what? Puts on his black Air Forces and says, yo, we're pandering them next half, bro. We just wanted to give them a little bit of hope, you know. They don't know about second half football, bro. They don't know about it. Man legit went out in his tracksuit and Air Forces and went, rah. Cavani, do your thing, bruv. Just light them up. We showed them no mercy, bruv. Poor Roma was there.
Look, whatever Ole is putting in his second half, in his halftime talks, yeah, I need that bottled up. I need it on Amazon Prime. I need to huff it before any meeting, any exam, anything. I need that shit. I need it bottled. Like, I need whatever he says during that halftime. Because back the second half, we came out and it was just like, it wasn't that we were playing poorly in the first half. It's just that, you know, we let the 2 goals that we did let in. I mean, the Paul Pogba call for the penalty.
That was a rude one.
That was disrespectful. Like, it was not. I don't think it should have been a pen. I don't know what you guys thought of that.
It's not a pen. It's not a
Should have
pen.
been a pen, should it?
It's not a pen.
In
That
Here's
ref
the thing.
is shit as
Pogba
defense.
gets tired and he makes mistakes and he gives away penalties.
That's not his fault. Both
You know what,
players
yeah?
dive.
All I'm saying,
Both
guys,
players
They were
dive
both
and the
on the
ball
floor.
bounced up from his leg to his hand. What is he meant to do when he's
all I'm
diving?
saying,
Where
yeah.
is his hand meant to
All
go?
I'm saying,
this,
yeah,
like a fucking
you have to
sardine.
slide tackle with only 2 legs no more, bro. You just have to run and slide with your 2 legs, bro, and hope for the
And then
best.
break the neck. What do these refs want from
You know,
us?
hey, Phil Jones was showing us from time, bro, using your head to stop.
And he's
balls from coming
permanently
in.
injured.
Bro, I know, but that's what they want him to do. Don't get me wrong, yeah. There's a couple in the past where we look at Pogba and be like, bruv, really? But this one here, it's kind of peak, bro. Like 6 of the penalties you could see this because of Pogba. Nah, it's a bit rude. It could have left as 5. You know, that ref was just rude. But you know, at the end of the day, doesn't really matter. Poor Pogba. Shout out to him with the header though. Surface
Mate.
area, 10 out of 10.
He headers better than Harry Maguire does.
Bro, you know what I just deep there? Like our front guys can header the ball better than our defenders, and that's really troubling, you know.
Well, considering that, a few weeks back, you were like, only one man up front can header a ball.
I know.
So if
once
only
again,
one man can header a ball, and that's still better than all of our defense.
it's kind of sad, man. It's kind of sad. Imagine, like, even Martial has a better header. Even though it went back of our own net, he still headed it quite nicely to the goal. I remember that, man, because it was a beautiful header, but it was in the wrong net. I wish our so-called number 9 could do that the other end, but you know, that's why
he did it the other end. Wan-Bissaka gave him a great cross and he scored a header.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. How much goals did he have this season?
I don't know. Like,
okay, he's not a number 9. He's like let's just say he's just like our Benteke, you know.
No, he's not Benteke. Welbeck was our Benteke. No, I'm not having that.
I could say Welbeck. I could say he's starting to move like Welbeck now, you know. But I'll allow him until next season. Next season, I'll make it. You know, I'll be like, look how far Martial has fallen from grace. An old man, you know. An old man in football terms is still showing. Come on. Even man, Rashford has left my man, bro. There used to be like, you know, a little like team rivalry there. But look, Martial's like, nah, bro, I'm on bigger things. I feed kids, do all the good work.
Because Martial's busy showing up to his wife's birthday in a tracksuit, innit?
Hey, I respect.
He probably paid for the house and paid for his wife's outfit.
Told you, bro.
Fine.
It's fine.
Whatever he wants.
Exactly.
I respect him.
When you're making 300k a week, man,
you don't need to wear a suit. Why?
Doesn't matter.
Bun, put your nice crepes on, put your tracksuit on a roll, bro. Put a vest underneath. It's okay. You don't need to wear a suit.
As the resident lady of the pod, if my man had paid for my 30th birthday, fuck it, he can turn up in his tracksuit. I don't care. I just like, all right, babe, one picture and then see you later. I'm here to enjoy it. Hand me a mimosa, bye-bye.
The man was consistent road. I just like it. That's the only thing I allow Martial with. He's just consistent with the road man business.
He's consistent with his aesthetic, but not consistent with his ball. Please,
the fact that
please.
I can see him going to a wedding as well in the tracksuit if he was allowed to.
Come on,
if he was allowed to go to someone's wedding in that tracksuit, he would have wore it. I can see him even wearing the Man United kit to someone's wedding, man. Just for the sake of it.
In case he gets a quick substitution, yeah?
Imagine, bro. I would. If we won the league and there was a wedding around the corner, I would say, Ollie, take me off. I need to quickly run to the little wedding and show my face, bro. That would be the biggest disrespect of all time. Imagine you already win the league. You don't need to really win the last game. Just like, you know what, sub me off. Take one of the cameramans with you and just run to the wedding, do the little cool down job.
Yeah, being subbed on as best man.
You know, yeah. Eat some of the cake, be like, yo, we already won the league. I'm celebrating here real quick before I run back, you know, do the little jog back, cool down, slap Ollie's head. What? Get down to this. Yeah, but you know. But as I said, I feel bad for Simone. He looked like he was gonna cry, so I'm sorry, Simone. It's okay, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that Smalling sounds like that. Like I forgot what his voice sounded like.
I know,
was
right?
just like, this is what his brother sounds like. I can't believe it.
I saw him talk, and I was like, bro, no accent, nothing. You still have your straight. Okay. But he's just like he went to cry, man. He was like, oh, yeah, we lost the goals. Well, we defended poorly.
Oh, no.
I was just laughing at man's despair. I was like, well, man, when we come to Roma and make it red, it's okay. It's okay.
God's sake. For the benefit of those listening, Tyrone is in the trademark Tyrone dance.
Anyways, man, don't worry, man. When we smack them up in Rome, I'm just be like, Colosseum, eh? Nah.
So, are we actually going to get to 10 this time? Like, get another 4 goals, make it double digits?
Bro, we will. I hope, but I feel like Ollie's going to play defensive.
Yeah.
He's going to do it. Because why go out when you're already bad then, bruv? You know, just hold the line.
Play it safe, secure the win.
Let's do what Leeds did, just for fun, you know, because we can.
Brexit means Brexit football, come on.
You know, because it looks like Arsenal look like they're struggling against my man.
None of this spaghetti bolognese, fam. None of this.
None of this. None of that, man.
Bring Toto home. Brexit. Don't the European Union.
Rome just gonna be red, man. Just forget it, man. Just leave the red. I wish fans could go, man, because I know fans will have posters just to put over the posters they put around their stadium, like Ollie's at the.
It doesn't matter. They're small clubs. No one watches them. We
No
don't
one-
watch them.
No,
So-
we don't. We don't watch any other league because they're boring. Okay.
Yeah. Like the hypocrisy of these German clubs going, oh, these European teams joining the Super League are so evil and show what's wrong about football. There is one club in contention for the German title.
It's
One
two
club.
clubs, and that's it. It's
Bayern.
The rest of them are here for participation awards and medals.
The rest of them there are their academy.
Yes,
Like, you have Bayern Munich,
Yes,
and then you have
I
the training academy, which is the
I
rest
agree.
of the league.
I agree. Every coach, player, if you show a spark of potential, Bayern Munich's already at your doorstep. Like when you come into training,
Get in the white van.
What I know when I lost it, bro. When Lewandowski went to Bayern Munich for free, bro. I went, how do you do that? How do Bayern Munich have that presence of being like, you know what, we're never gonna buy you, bro. We're just gonna let you walk in for free of charge, bro. Come in. And Dortmund just went, okay. Hi, sir. There's nothing we can do. Well, there's nothing you can do. If his contract runs out and doesn't sign it, there's nothing you can do. It's like, yeah, man. Bayern Munich, yeah, we take Götze, we take everyone from you, man. They borrow Hummels, yeah, and gave it back to them. Like, how do you borrow a player and give it back to them, bro? And be like, yeah, he didn't live up to his name. Have it back, fam. Forget those leagues anyway. I'm happy that Inter Milan, I'm gonna shout them out because they broke the Italian like century thing. Shout out to them, innit? Shout out to our side men that got rejected from the team and made it there. Stay there because you ain't coming back to play.
I mean, at least they're winning trophies out there, man.
Sanchez, Lukaku, Young, and I can't remember who else is at Inter Milan first. I don't know. I can't remember his name. Damian. Allow it, bruv. You lot can stay there. You lot don't deserve to come back. Just stay in Inter Milan. It's okay. We don't need you here. It's okay.
They're winning trophies with Inter Milan, so
okay.
I don't know why
and they won one trophy and it can't match up to Prem. Allow it, man. Forget their league. The league is dead. La Liga is only a free league team now. Atletico are actually showing their might now. But back in the days, it was just Barcelona, Real Madrid. Dead, bruv. You see, we have Leicester winning the league. I want that. Where's that? Like none of those little teams could do that. Like, oh yeah, they have a chance to allow it, bruv.
How is Granada, Ty? They have
Granada, yeah. The one that slays them now and again to win what?
They have Granada.
Yeah, real Sociedad as well. Top club.
Yeah,
top absolute club. Hey, I'm gonna say, when some guys be like, "Oh, La Liga's little team can beat our little team," allow it, bro. I don't want to hear that ever again. I want to hear it from any league. Your league is dead. It's boring. How can you support? How do you sit down there and support Bayern Munich, bro, in the German league when you beat everyone? Yeah, you lose now and again, but you still dominate teams 6-0, bro. Is it not boring to sit down and watch your team batter teams without no fight, bro? It's just like, yeah, we know we're gonna win. No, even Muller knows it, man. Man calls Lewandowski Golovski or whatever it was. It's like, anyways, we go on. We go on to carry on.
Are we still talking about Roma?
Yes, Roma's crap.
That's the first half. Now let's get on to the second half when we start scoring goals.
I want to say that United are still second half FC. We can't win games if we are not at a losing point. We scored first, I believe, which is why our team went to shit in the first half. And when it was 2-1, I was like, we got this, calm. And as Cavani woke up, like, that's an angry man right there. I don't know if you saw, like, his hand is bandaged, his cheek was bandaged. He's been fighting people, man. He's been punching Ed Woodward or something. Like, he almost got a hat trick. Greenwood, boy, he's looking like the guy that we've all been talking about. I know people who support other smaller Premier League clubs like to talk about their teenagers, but Greenwood's the real deal.
Can't talk about our star boy.
When you're learning from an absolute don like Cavani, at this stage of his career, he's still putting teams away. This is a guy we should have signed many years ago, and Greenwood's going to benefit massively.
Yeah.
Closed
Left foot,
captions
right
for
foot.
everyone. Tyrone and Amrit are dancing.
Left foot, right foot. That's what you need to buy. You know. I feel bad for defenders, man. I wouldn't like to play against a guy that knows how to use his foots like that, bro. It's mad. It's scary, bro. He can shoot his right or left. You don't know which one to put him on, bro. I'll be like, what? You wanna bully my right foot? Take the left one, bro. Hold that. You know? Oh, you think I'm gonna left again? The right. Sus, man. It
Can we
feels bad.
also mention his amazing head shape because he can head a ball as well.
Great.
Yeah.
I told you, man. We're working on him, bro. Don't worry. He's gonna get there, man. He's gonna get there. He ain't gonna be no flop. He's gonna get there, bro.
Fitness coach Ty.
You know, I just honestly, his celebrations are so adorable. I'm just gonna they're just the most adorable celebration. He just coming to the camera smiling. It's just look at that baby face. You just want to go and hug him, man. You know, shout out to him, bruv. You know? I just want to say, Cavani slap Roma. Have it. I don't want to hear it. Bruno could have gave him a hat trick, but he was a snake to you.
Well,
He just made a
Fernandez
hat
also
trick
won. He
himself.
could have had hat tricks, man.
You know, he could
He's
have
close.
gave Cavani the penalty. Alright, I want to call him out. I know he's the people's captain, bro. But why did he not give the penalty to Cavani?
Okay, so I feel like he's been hearing certain people talking about how if Fernandez isn't getting penalties or scoring goals, he's just not in the game. He's not a good player.
So you
This is
think
what people have been saying. So maybe he's hearing this and he's like, you know what? Yeah, let me actually get involved. Let me put away more goals. Yeah, just shut these people up.
But for me, as a person, I would have gave Cavani his hat trick, bro. He deserved it. But then again, I understand why Bruno wanted to do it, man. He just wanted to get more penalties in so people can still talk about how he only scores penalties, bro. He's doing this on purpose, man. I like him, you know.
He's got unreal mentality. Like,
Trust me, man.
he loves this shit that the fans are giving him. He loves it.
He's eating it up, and I love it.
Especially the tweet where he's like, I hope you did a turn off at halftime.
Yes.
What type of disrespect is that? Man's like, I hope you did turn off the telly, you know.
Mate, if he's not captain by next season, Ollie's doing something wrong, man.
I don't know.
Like, he got interviewed. Basically, he's got like 26 goals or comps. Yeah. And he was like, oh yeah, I did that for Lisbon, so I want to beat that now. I want to get like 32.
Man saying Lisbon. Man trying to say this is nothing, fam. I was in, Portuguese league, it went that deep,
I do this shit for fun. It's like nothing to me.
Like,
those teams are easy, Premier teams are easy, but shout out to Fernandez, innit, for getting another penalty to his name. I hope he gets a penalty in the finals, though, man. I hope he does. Just. I'm already talking about the finals because I'm saying, man, Roma, I'm sorry, if you have that 37-year-old keeper in goal for the next game,
it might be double digits, not gonna lie.
Rashford is going to be fit, and he knows you. I'm telling you.
Can we point out, though, how hard did Pogba kick that ball to injure that keeper on the dive down?
That's why he got drug tested.
I feel like because Pogba was such a class.
You kicked the ball so hard you broke the man's arm when he landed.
You know what? Yeah, I'm never gonna laugh because a friend in school did actually get his wrist hurt and had to put in a cast because a guy in school shot was so lethal. He tried to save it and it just went clack. I saw it I went, bro, it's cage ball, bro. Why are you kicking the ball? You're not being competitive. What are you doing, bro? You're hurting your own team. And it just went. I was like, bro, the last I saw that was in rugby when the guy's little finger just went clink. And he just looked at me laughing. I'm like, nah, man, you're different. You're built different. You don't. When guys are in the most ridiculous pain and they just laugh at you and say, "Yo, wild go on." I don't know if it's to cope with the pain, but sometimes I believe these guys are insane. Sometimes when they just have some mad ankle damage and they're like, "Nah, fam, this is nothing." G. See you tomorrow in at school.
Walk it up.
They'll get up and walk off.
As Cap said, if you get killed, just get up and walk it off.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, that was crazy, but man was doing this on an empty stomach. Explain the science, the math for me. He's doing this while fasting.
Well, again, that's why they tested him, innit? Because it's he's got no food in him. How is he doing all of this? Making keepers' hands, embarrassing teams.
And
he's got to be on something.
he didn't even have a meal. He literally had some water, a couple of dates, and was back out to do a post-match interview. This guy is an alien.
This guy is just roasting, man. But but that's a bit mad, man. Them just testing him for like, nah, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that.
He was just like, what? Why are you doing this again? Like, it's just ridiculous. Yeah.
I was like, come on, but it sucks to be them in it. Sucks to be Roma right now. Just saying it again. So
and Jordan, regarding your point about Bruno Fernandes, or what you were quoting someone, I assume I can only assume that they don't watch United play, because when you actually see us play, the way Bruno links up with Pogba and Cavani, even if he doesn't score, even if he doesn't score, his influence is just massive. Even Greenwood, like the relationship with all these front players. Basically, Bruno plays very well with players that are good. And all of our front players, they just enjoy when he's playing. So I don't hear that argument from people.
You can see the stark difference in our team when he's on and when he's off. Like it's like black and white, night and day. And it's just, I think it's all this smack about him not being a big match player. But he provides all these amazing assists, whether he scores or not. As long as we're winning, and he is providing these assists to our front three. Who gives a shit? Just because he's our what we meant to do? He is our penalty taker. Like, what do you want us to do? Just like
the thing is that adding on to that argument, like obviously people can say that he's not a big game player, but at the same time, the big games mean that there's better players in front of him. And let's be honest. Yes, we have a team that can compete, but the moment that we go up against a big team, we struggle because they know exactly how we're going to play. And for whatever reason, Ollie hasn't figured a way how to adapt to that until Man City happened. We were going there getting 0-0 draws week in, week out. So you can't be like, oh, Fernandes is a terrible player because the way the manager has organised the team. That's not his fault. Until we pan City, and I'm taking it as a pamming because let's be real, they were shit that match. They had nothing on us. They let Luke Shaw come down the wing. They gave him all the space in the world.
You guys had no faith. I was there preaching. We have to do it. We have to. I don't care if they're in the league. They can't even protect their own stadium. It's red. They can win it, but it's still red.
Tyrone had already painted Manchester red.
Ain't no two color. It was red on that day and forever. It's red. They can say, yeah, we won the league, but you still got pandered by us. They don't care. You can beat the little teams and get your little points, but you got none from us. None. We didn't give you any. No charity here. Okay? You're the charity. Take that 3 points and walk on. Okay? Man, see who? Yeah, you lot can say, yeah, we won the league, we don't care. Yeah, you should care because you couldn't even protect your own stadium from us, man. Relax yourself.
All right. So, obviously, mentioned it briefly about all these uneducated people breaking into Old Trafford. How do you feel about that, Andy? You're laughing. Do you think they're being serious, or what's?
The thing is, I don't actually know why they're protesting, because if it was to do with the Super League, they cancelled it, so it feels like they're 2 weeks late on their protests. If they're protesting Woodward, Glazer's out.
It's Glazers. The main focus of the protest right now is to get rid of the Glazers.
From his sleep to see the news that they had protesting about it.
Yeah, because right now, honestly, the fans are just outright going for Glazers now.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm not gonna lie, that makes sense. But that's not how you're gonna get them out, though.
I know. I think the reason is because they had the voice. Because we're not the only club. Let's just point out to the media, we're not the only club that's protesting. All the big six clubs are protesting because they just want their owners to not have that much control of their football club. Because yes, these owners basically don't know anything about football right now. Okay. These guys see money. They do numbers. They don't watch sports. As someone, I can't remember who said it. They said sometimes the owner's not even there at most of the games. They don't know how everything is. They just see numbers. If the numbers go up, it's okay. You don't really need to win anything. If the numbers keep going up and they keep getting the money they want, yeah. But I understand. Yes, they got some. I'm not gonna call them out. There are some dum-dums that take chances to do mayhem. You know, there are some hot-headed people that like to just join for the sake of joining. But I do believe some of these fans are actually genuine to say, yeah, we kind of want our football club, or to have some sort of, let's say, voice in their club. So it's not only just a money business thing, it's actually a part of their community, you know, because, you know, football stadium is a part of the community and we need to protect it like it's a history figure. Like, let's say, I don't know, someone went to go take down something that was like, I don't know, but, you know, I understand why they do it, but you picked all days when we could have just smacked Liverpool, bro. I'd rather we smacked Liverpool than you protest. Like that would have made my day. You know what? Yeah, big up to you lot. You know? You could have let the game run.
Protesting outside the stadium, no problem. You have your right to protest. It's also all the pundits and news people, journalists that are claiming this has come out of nowhere when we've been protesting Glazers out for about 10 years. Like it's nothing new. Like this is not new.
When we brought the green and yellow scarves and everything to go back to the good old days.
Yeah,
we've been doing that. This has been around since shortly after Ronaldo left. It's nothing new.
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing new.
Nothing new. So I agree. I don't think storming the pitch was the
it's a bit silly of that.
That was a bit much. Like let's just pam Liverpool and let it be done.
I know, man. Like I would have been happy if they just ran in at night time after we like slapped them, you know. I would say, but like honestly, then they didn't need to go into the stadium. I just think, as you said, the silly ones must have provoked it and went in the stadium. Yeah, I don't know. They're trying to make it a more of an impact because the only thing that will annoy me now, if tomorrow they don't protest or they're so cool what they're protesting about, they just forget about it the next week or something. But if these guys are genuine and they carry on protesting every day and they keep doing it to show that they're genuine. Cool, but they're just there to cause trouble, man. Just go home and drink tea.
I think it's also the timing and the fact that, you know, the Super League stuff has been scrapped. All the information came out about that, and then Woodward left, and it's just like kind of the timing is that, you know, this is the time that we should get the Glazers out. But honestly, I really don't think any of the Glazer family lost a wink of sleep seeing that we were protesting.
Bro, they probably ate breakfast laughing at it, man. Knowing them,
they're like, well, Champions League is still secured, basically, so.
Yeah, we're still getting money.
Good over here. But I agree. We do need you. Yeah, I want to see owners that are vested in our club's actual interest, as opposed to it being a money revenue. But that's really hard with all these big clubs because all their owners are billionaires, so they're just talking about the rich getting richer, as opposed to actually being invested in what the football club stands for, what the fans are about, and what the people are about, and what the football club means to that local community. Because it's as Tyrone said, it is part of the community in Manchester, and they need to know the history of that. So it's just the rich getting richer, and I don't know how we can solve that.
So I have a counterpoint to you guys, and I want to hear your opinions on it as well. Obviously, like, protesting is one way to deal with things like this. However, especially when it comes to money, I feel like boycotting football stadiums would be better. Stop buying the Sky Sports subscription. Stop buying the BT and all those. When it actually comes to the day where we're allowed to go back to the matches, don't buy the tickets. Don't buy the merchandise. That new shirt and kit looks awful anyway. Who would want to buy that? Let's be honest.
And some loyal fans that will, you know.
Garbage. Yeah, but here's the thing. You want the Glazers out because they're ruining our club. But the only reason they're there is because they're turning a profit. Yeah. So don't buy the stuff. If you don't buy it, then they're losing money. And eventually, if you do it on a long enough period, they will actually start noticing that the money is going down and they're not turning a profit anymore. The only income they would be getting is from the team itself. And at that point, they would either pull out because they're not making the profit that they were making, or they would actually start paying attention to us and look into the team itself and start investing properly. Because they've realized
much more effective. I agree. Yeah. Can I also just say, Adidas, please don't blame your own failings on anyone else. You design shit kits, that's why we're not buying them. Can you please sort your life out, and then we will buy kits and
Okay. Sure. Let me say this, If we stop buying the kit, what about the rest of the world? Because they're still gonna buy the kits. Because I feel like it's a Manchester thing, really. Let's say it's a UK thing, because I don't know if people across the world, like in America, like we have fans in America, in Asia, maybe in Russia, would they think this is a problem from where they are right now?
Okay, so to that point, I'm going to say, regardless of where you are in the world, you're
Yeah.
not buying United merchandise because it looks nice.
Yeah, you're doing it because I'm saying, would they
that's it. Like,
care though?
you're buying the United merchandise and that because it has the United crest on it and you want to support your team. So regardless of where you are, if you actually support the team, you're paying attention to this stuff. So they should stop buying it. They should stop doing it that way instead. Why wouldn't they? Just because you're like, when it comes to like different sports and things like that, doesn't matter where you live, you're still paying attention to the club because that's the club that you support. That's the one you're invested in. So you would know about the nonsense that's going on. Like, we've been asking for a decent defender for 2 years and said we've got Harry Maguire. We've been asking for a winger for a season and a half. We still haven't got one. You think just because they're in Russia, Nigeria, France, whatever, that they're not paying attention to that?
I just feel like, do you feel like the world watches like the Glazers nonsense and stuff? That's what I'm saying. Say,
you realize how big our support system is, right?
Yeah, I
like,
know.
We
but
are one of the biggest support club in the world.
Yeah, but would they would the majority of us pay attention to what the owners are? Well, we do have I'm just saying, like, internationally in the world, do you feel like there's a high percentage of us that know what the Glazers are doing?
I see what Tyrone's saying, because
I know
if you're an international, you're not really, and you might not be following some of this stuff. But
it's like you could be following the club like that. Like, you're following the club, you're checking out the players. But I mean, like, would they actually like venture up the chain to see what's going up there as an international fan? Because
I mean, we get news about the American football. It is American football, and all their owners and everything over here. We get stuff in our newspapers about like wrestling federations and all that stuff. Like, the WWE isn't a part of the UK; that's an American-based company.
I know.
But then we know what's going on with Vince McMahon and all the rest of them. So why wouldn't people in Russia know about the Glazers?
True.
If that's the club that they're actually invested in.
Yeah, I just think like our football club, like when it comes to up there, it's not really like public out there, like other stuff. You can say WWE, everyone knows what Vince McMahon, because I feel like Americans always want people to know what they're doing.
I think I think I agree with what Sean is saying. It's how much you're invested in the club. Like, you can get supporters in the UK that literally will just watch the game but not give a shit about anything else that's going on.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You get those kind of fans in the UK as well. So I think it depends on how much you're invested in the team and how much you're actually like following the game, basically, and what's going on around outside the game. So I think I agree, the best kind of protest, and I think this is for most clubs, is to vote with your feet and not buy into the merchandise. 100% don't buy into this Sky and BT nonsense, because them man are moving hella shady.
Different. Those guys are different. They're just different.
Shady. Talking about money grabbing, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, but we're just going to raise our premiums next season anyway." So then, you man are shady.
Don't you miss the time you could watch Champions League on ITV? I do.
Yes,
I do. Yes. I miss those days. Then you watch Europa League on
Was it Channel 5?
I can't remember. Yeah, you remember that when you used to say,
Channel 5.
You remember that roast? Look, you can't watch your football team on ITV. Get out of here, Channel 5. No, I miss those days when I could watch it. Nah, you have to subscribe to Sky or BT.
You have to have several subscriptions just to watch the entire Premier League season.
It's like, it's not even all the games, right? They do skip some of the games, right? Do they show?
They split them up between the different services. Yeah. So BT has a handful, Sky has slightly more, and they normally have more of the ones.
Yeah, but so if you bought one, you are missing some games there, right?
Yeah. If you buy one subscription, you're missing about
couple games.
Let's say like 3/5 of the rest of the season.
Oh, you see what I mean? So you basically have to grab 2 if you want to watch everything. What about if you just like
you
a
have to grab all
fan?
3 to watch everything.
Yeah, imagine if you're just a football fan, you just like seeing people play football. Let's say, I don't know, there are some random people that don't actually support a team, but they just like it when different teams face each other. They like the competition instead of they support one.
They like the game. They don't have any loyalty to a club. That's
they are. So I do talk to someone that they don't like a team. They don't have a team, but they just like the competitive between the two teams. because they kind of like it when they don't really. I don't know. It's weird, but just saying. I was like, it's a bit sad. They have to subscribe to like 3 things. Oh, it's a bit mad. But I guess that's how they want.
Well, it's just sad that they can do that and then have the audacity to say that about the money that's involved in football. Like, the audacity.
I don't want to cause any hate, but at least Super League said they were going to put on one Amazon, all the games. Just saying.
I personally, for that alone, I was for it. I don't care.
Fantastic.
I don't have any respect for Sky Sports trying to make me pay $14.95 to watch Sheffield United face Burnley.
I know, right?
I don't care. I think you've also good points about like the protesting. I think that was the wrong form of it in terms of like the only way that works out, in my opinion, is if they do that for every United home game. Because then that's big enough a problem for, the Glazers to either swat police or, to do something else. I think that, Sean, that is probably the best form of protesting. If money in this part of the world, money is going to be the solution to pretty much every problem we have. So if we stop buying the ugly kits that we've got and stop going to the games, that is probably the best way to get the Glazers out of here. The thing is that requires somewhat of a global agreement because how big our fan base is. I think it's a dangerous assumption to assume that because a fan isn't from the UK that they're not clued up like that. Everyone has access to Twitter, no matter what part of the world they're in. Everyone has access to most people have access to the internet. So I think I'm fairly sure that American United fans are aware of the Glazer situation and want them out because they're the head of the Buccaneers. And I don't know anything about American football, but I don't think they're popular there either. We've got fans in Australia, New Zealand, and we've got fans in a huge presence in Asia and Africa. So many different countries support United. In totality, like the gap between the first and the second Premier League club in terms of fan base is mad, in those countries. So I think if we could get
watching United games in India is easier than pretty much watching anything else.
I was just wondering because maybe they're just fans and they don't really look into like the whole politics of the game.
But I don't think that's an international. You could say that about UK fans. There's
I'm not just saying like just them. I was just saying everyone in general, like the majority.
It would be harder to get them on board, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's an assumption based on the term of the type of fan as opposed to location. I think that can work, but I do think that people need to have some sort of realized goal because I think just not spending money on the club, I don't think everyone's going to agree to that. I think if it leads into something like, the 50+1 rule that is active in Germany or some sort of rule that means fans can own a section of the club, I do think they're more inclined to fulfill or follow a protest like that. And I think that's where success will come in. But that's my thoughts.
I just hope they don't do any of this when the fans come back. When the fans are back, they don't do something reckless that will lose us point.
They'll just shut shop again. They'll just be like,
the thing is,
COVID.
I don't want any random, like, not saying random. I don't want no protesters during games because I don't want us to. They do it, then we lose points because they decided to.
Oh man, this is the thing. I don't want this to mean that we're losing points or we're getting penalties against us, kind of thing.
Or like they do something that just jeopardize the team. So I hope their protests just don't jeopardize the team itself. Because if they
like, what can the players do? Like holding the players ransom.
That's what I mean.
Like, what can they do? Like,
honestly, like I just don't want them to like do that. Then because they did that and because they're being like wow, they want to punish the fans by taking points off the club or of the team when the team did nothing to do it. They never promoted it or encouraged it in any way. They're just here to play football and do what they like or love. And just because group of fans said they want to protest against the owners, just like ruined all their hard work. So I just don't want their protest to conflict with the actual team itself. So I just hope they can be big enough people and separate their protests from the teams and keep their agenda from conflicting with the team. So
Also, want to say that I don't want to give my money to Sky because I don't want to give my money to these nonsense pundits as well. To the pundits that think this is us crying because we're losing to Man City a title, yeah. I want you to back the F away from your mic and have a long think about what you're saying. We knew Man City had the title. Like, we're not crying about that. We are crying about the way our club has been mistreated by the owners. And it's not a recent agenda, as we've said, as we've just said, it's not a recent agenda. This has not come out of nowhere. Like, this has been building up, and it's just that the timing the stars have aligned in such a way of the recent events that we need to speak out about it. But
I think places like Sky and BT could do with actually getting rid of a lot of their pundits and getting fans in with who have been vetted. Didn't
they used to have fan zone and stuff? They did, didn't they? Sky did.
Yeah. They tried. They did a little thing, but it's just to capture the fame.
Yeah.
I think
it was better organised one.
Yeah, I think it's when all those fan channels started to get a little bit big. They always tried to. They wanted to try their own little thing. I think what's his name? Is it Chunks or something?
Yeah.
What's that guy? The guy with young Philly that he's
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they do it now, but they want to get like people in, like normal fans to do a little thing. But Sky always jumps on a bandwagon onto stuff. Next, it's like fans there in space doing a review. They probably sent someone 6 people to space or something, bro. I'm just saying how much they will follow a trend, bro. Oh yeah, you remember Arsenal TV was booming and they wanted to get everything. Let's draw this, Then they big it up. Then they like, oh yeah, Arsenal fan TV is bad for the football. Yeah. They shouldn't be allowed to do what they're doing. They're attacking football. You remember? Hey, see, Sky, I remember you, bro. I remember you. I remember you for a lot of things.
Right. Well, in the upcoming week, we are going away to Roma. Hopefully that doesn't get protested as well. And then we will be away to Aston Villa.
Yeah, we can't fly out there.
Unless
I'm sure we have fans in Italy, though. I'm sure we have fans in Italy.
Yeah.
So, guys, what do you think the score will be? Andy, go first.
3-0 to United.
Ooh.
We're going to try to park the bus, but we're too good. Cavani, slap him.
Too good. He said we're too good for defense. It's just pure offense.
Tyrone, what do you think the score will be?
Roma's going to be red. So 7-0.
He did the lights.
Roma is going to be... I don't know, Rome is going to be red. They might as well put some red lights on their buildings in Rome, bruv. It's going to be red. Red all day long. You remember? Oli don't respect us. I'm telling you straight. 5-0, bro. Smalling can't stop.
You just said 7-0.
2 goals.
I said 7, but we're not going to have enough time to give them 7-0, bro. Unless it just depends how Oli plays, honestly.
I mean, we had enough time to give Southampton 9, but
yeah, but that's Southampton, man. I know they're both little teams, but
yeah, but then you just said that all the other leagues ain't got nothing on us, so surely that goes across.
Okay. 10-0.
Right, Amrit, what do you think the score will be?
I think Ole's going to park the bus to play it safe. I think it's going to be 0-0.
0-0.
Yeah.
Right.
I think Ole's going to play it heavy on the defense and just say keep the 6-2 safe. I mean, it's going to take a miracle for them to score. To score that many goals to let them be level with us or win. So yeah, 0-0 or a cheeky 2. If I'm being optimistic, 2-0 to us.
Okay.
But
realistically, 0-0 part of the bus. Don't break the bread. Secure the bread. Keep it fresh.
Protect the crumbs.
Protect the
crumbs for the final.
This is not even protecting crumbs. We have a whole factory full of bread to protect right now, bro. It ain't even crumbs. We have a whole bread factory right now. We don't need to protect anything. We just need to add more to our bread collection, bro. We need to have the seeded bread, the white bread, the brown bread, the charcoal bread. The bagel, the raisins, croissants, pastries, pan of chocolate, everything. We need to fill up our factory. That's what we need to do.
Breaded products.
No, I swear, bro.
Fish fingers, they're breaded.
Hat-trick.
Oh no!
Fish fingers. They got
Cavani's going to get a hat trick next game. If he plays, that's if he plays. I know. Ollie can be sus and not play man and put Martial up front because we need to give Martial
alone.
He's injured.
Who's he celebrating? This is his birthday. Please.
He's injured. Oh,
He's injured. I don't think he's playing.
How did he get injured? He ain't been playing.
I can
He's injured warming up, please.
Honestly, no. You know what? Yeah. If I feel like if Ollie's being real, I know he's gonna go out with a weak ass attack. Because I know he may rest Rashford for another week because he didn't need to play him with Liverpool this week, last game. So maybe he may put Rashford out. But if he goes out with a full killer team again, bro, yeah, man, 10-0, bro. They ain't stopping us, especially with that keeper in goal. Oh yes, we're gonna have fun with him.
Right, so I'm saying 4-0 because I want double digits and. We move on to Aston Villa on Sunday. Again, assuming that we get to play it. So, will we find out whether Grealish is better than Pogba or?
Yeah, they're gonna get pandered 3-0.
Maybe Roy Keane had a bit of sense about him. Maybe he was doing a pay-per-view build to Villa United because it makes no sense for a man to compare Grealish and Pogba. Nah, man. It doesn't make sense. I think they're going to beat them. We're away. So 3-1.
3-1. Okay. Amrit?
I was going to say 3-0. Yeah, I think it's a cheeky little 3-0.
Okay.
I'm optimistic.
Tyrone?
4-0. Pogba's going to score a hat-trick. Just to show who Jack Grealish is. Just to show who he is!
I'm not going to lie. There's gonna be a shot, yeah. Grealish is gonna be on the floor and Pogba's gonna be standing over him, Keane back in the day, yeah, something like that. He's mad. Mad.
That Muhammad Ali shot, I'd just be like that.
Hey man, Pogba has to score that game, at least twice, bro. For
or
me,
at least
just to be
put him some blinding assists.
The memes will be flying if Pogba scores.
Pogba is the best celebrator at our club, so I need him to score against Villa.
Oh, he even did a ghost celebration with Bailly.
Yeah, that was cute. I like that.
Bailly's also signed a contract as well. We didn't say.
Oh yes.
Ciao, Bailly.
Shout out to Bailly. Still holding our defense together on the
season, bro.
He's holding our defense together on the bench. Without him, I don't know where we would be right now.
He's providing the quality entertainment with Pogba.
Quality, man.
Content creation, if you will, in this social media market.
Right. I'm saying 2-0 to United. I think we can do it.
2 positive results from Sean, yeah? That's a bit lucky.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
It's a miracle.
No doubt.
It's a miracle. We've been playing quite well. Even with the sus defending and Fred. But...
Honestly, no, before we go, yeah, why not drop Fred, bro?
Actually, what?
Hi, you know the answer to that.
I know. You don't hurt me.
He's the son.
Every time, yeah, Fred has some sort of way to get kicked off this team. He does something that Ollie's like, you know what? I have to keep him there. Everyone was like, why is Fred playing? He was playing crap first half. Then he comes in the second half and actually does what he needs to do, like a stupid idiot, man. Just drop him, man. Stupid.
You say that, but I swear it was in the second half where he chased the ball off the pitch and then laid down and was just like, ah!
Hey, I'm sorry, man.
Expert time-wasting tactics.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. When Van Gaal came to the club and showed them how it was done, everyone had to watch that video, and that was basic training #1. You must drop like Van Gaal did.
Otherwise, it doesn't count.
It don't
in
count.
that Roma game, everyone was popping shots off here. Greenwood, Cavani, Fernandes.
That shot was so dead.
I don't know how many likes Fred saw, yeah? I don't know what type of glue he was sniffing in halftime. I don't know what Ollie said to him, but he tried to have his own shot, yeah? He almost hit the corner, man.
It's
Like, it was mad.
It was
It was
so
mad.
bad. When he went for the shot, I was like, it's not going in.
Oh,
He took the shot and everyone walked back in shame.
Yeah, but Bruno already turned around.
Honestly,
Like,
honestly, I would have gave Fred if it was on target, but I knew my standards were low. So it's like, yeah, he ate. Then he's like, hey.
hey.
If you only get rid of one player this summer, I would like it to be Fred.
It's
I
Fred.
don't want him.
But he likes him so much it hurts. And he says, look, I need those two holding. He don't need them both, man. He only needs one holding
Fred
player,
is dead, man. Look, Fred
Man,
is dead.
Let's be cheeky.
Did you guys see when Ollie subbed off Fred and they like hugged for like a minute?
I know, right?
Yeah,
I told you the
I
son.
might be on
That says all you need to. That says it
I
all.
might
Warm
be-
embrace.
All I'm
Son,
saying,
I've missed you.
all I'm saying, Piccolo
maybe.
and Gohan, man.
What's that?
Once again, the best way to describe Fred and Ollie's relationship right now, Piccolo and Gohan right now, bro. That's it. That's it. That's all you have to say, man. And it hurts
yeah.
because Gohan's actually good, but then again,
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that one either. So I think leave it like that. Let's leave it like that, bro. Because Fred don't have any promise at the beginning. Bro. He's always been dead. But Gohan had promise at the beginning, but he failed that. But it doesn't really matter. You already know the description, right? Ollie's the alien, he's the human. That's it. That's me signing off for that.
That's you signing off. Okay. Well, on that note, then, thank you all for joining us once again. It has been an absolute pleasure to be back. And if you would be so kind as to give us a like, give us a subscribe, go follow us over at Twitter at Red Devils Advoc and on Instagram RD Advocate. Also, our Twitch page where we do, I believe it's Wednesdays and Sundays, Red Devils Advocate. You guys. All the dancing, all the jailings.
But if he leaves the clubs, I'm still doing it. Still doing it, bro. Still doing it. Signature, man.
Okay. But stay safe and take care. Goodbye.